Welcome back. The Cars Institute offers nonprofit know-how from think tank sessions to workshops. They bring support that can help grow and prosper your organization. And Keisha A. Rivers Shorty is the executive director of the Cars Institute, and she's been up since 3 o'clock this morning. Welcome back, my dear. That's always because her wheels are turning and she's helping people, and they're calling her and emailing her at all hours of the night because you are such a wealth of information.
But we don't encourage that.
But we do not encourage that, of course. But what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about the a collaborative meet, greet and learn, a mix and mingle with others, free workshops, spaces are limited, a whole bunch of other things, right? So what are we talking about specifically today?
Well, today we are talking about the art of asking. Because most people, when they come, especially if you have a nonprofit or a small business and you're trying to get started, you have to ask for a lot.
Right.
And everyone keeps saying, I need this and I need that and I want this and I want that.
Yeah.
But there is actually an art to doing this.
An art to asking. I would imagine that it is, because I'm not an asker. I don't like to ask for things. I don't like to ask for help. I don't, I don't like to solicit for things. But so you're saying with these tips, then I could probably
and
do
part
that.
and the main thing to realize is that when you are coming to someone to help build a relationship, because that's what you want.
Okay.
You don't want to just come in and say, oh, I want support for this, or I want you to do this, or I
just
want
a
you to do
one-time
that.
thing. You want this to.
You want this to build a relationship. So there is actually an art to asking the right questions to be able to build a relationship. So the first tip is, remember, it's not about you, it's about them.
Okay.
So when you are actually talking to people, you want to find out more about them and their organization or their business and what they're doing and what they're interested in, because then you can craft more of a win-win.
Okay.
All right? So the first thing is, it's not about you, it's
about them. Okay.
Okay? The second thing is that you need to be specific in what you want. You can't just say, oh, I'd love your support.
Ah.
What does that look like?
Exactly. What do you want me to do? Say, oh, congratulations, I'm so glad that you're doing this. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you want to do is be very specific in what you want, and I always tell people limit it to 3 options. Give people choices.
Right.
Okay. Your top choice, your thing is the one thing that you'd wish for.
Right.
And then your middle one is something that's pretty much doable. That's the one you really want. And then you have a third one that pretty much, if you walked away with just that, you'd still be happy.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, it's not about you, it's about them. 2, limit it to 3 options to give them choices and be specific. And then the third thing is, if they say no, it's not the end of the world.
So what do you do when they say no? I mean, do you say, oh, well,
You know
thank
what?
you? Or is there a proper reply?
Yes. No actually means next opportunity. So they're just looking at no for this. That doesn't mean no forever, and it doesn't mean that they are not looking at building a relationship with you. So continue to stay in contact with them. If you have an email newsletter that you can follow up and have them learn more about you. The main problem is usually when people are asking for things, they're only asking for that one time and then they disappear. But I am more apt to actually support you or do something that you ask if I know about your organization or your business and what you're doing.
Right.
And I get to kind of know and connect with you.
And especially, you don't want it to be a one-time thing where you can say, well, you can easily say, well, you're just contacting me because you need something right now. But you, like you said, you want to build that relationship.
Right. So you need to ask, what do they need? And make sure that whatever you're putting out there is something that works for both of you.
Okay.
So I have people all the time that say, hey, I need your help. Can you come and do this for me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what is this going to do
for me? Right.
But it's not a selfish type of thing. It's more of a mutual collaboration.
Gotcha.
And so one of the things that you mentioned at the beginning was our think tank sessions and things like that. And we're actually doing, because I'm an authorized local expert for Constant Contact, one of the things that we're doing is we're offering monthly trainings twice a month for free. Free.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we're actually adding another component to that, where people will actually get a chance to mingle, meet and greet, look at building relationships and meeting some of the other people that are there, so they can start that process of collaboration and being able to build relationships.
So when is the next one? How can people jump on board this moving train? Because it's moving.
Yes. But if they go to my website at carsinstitute.org, that is the best way. Sign up for the email newsletter. That'll keep you abreast of everything.
Okay.
Our next ones, they're usually the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of every month.
Okay.
And we have a wonderful partnership with Fairfield Inn and Suites and Tanger Outlet.
Okay.
And they are our host location. So we'll be there, and it's usually from lunchtime between 10 and 2.
All right, and there you have it. The Cars Institute. Keisha A. Rivers Shorty, go take a nap. Try to turn your phones off and all that stuff, all right?
I will try.
Okay, sweetheart. All right, back with more Low Country Live right after the break. Stay with us.